and welcome to episode 4 of Vlogmas. In this episode I'm going to share my latest Advent updates and what I'm knitting probably and what I get up to this week. So I'm starting to film this on Monday. I'm actually opening my Advent calendars a few days ahead of time just because of being busy this month. So it's actually Monday the 4th of December today, and tomorrow on Tuesday 5th of December there will be Vlogmas episode 2 will be out, which shows me opening Advent calendars for day 3, 4 and 5, I think. I don't know, gets a bit confusing opening Advent calendars ahead of time. Anyway, if you are new here, my name is Anniken. I design knitting patterns. I teach knitting workshops online and in person, and I sell yarn through my website YarnAddict.co.uk. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. I am releasing Vlogmas videos Tuesdays and Saturdays. And then this week and next week I'm going to try and do a regular podcast on Thursday. My plan is to film this week's podcast on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, but I'm also having a tooth pulled out tomorrow because I lost a crown a few weeks ago, and it's a really old crown. It's probably one of the first root canals I had many years ago, and the crown has fallen out several times and been replaced a couple of times. And then last time it fell out, I was told they would try and stick it back in, but they said if it falls out again we can't do anything because the teeth is in such a bad condition. I have massive problems with my teeth, and I've had loads of teeth pulled out. I'm having that one pulled out tomorrow. So I was going to film the podcast tomorrow. I might try and do it first thing if I get time. If not, I'm going to have to do it after the dentist appointment. I don't know what my mouth is going to feel like after that, so I don't know what's going to happen on Thursday. Anyway, let's talk about Vlogmas. I've actually filmed this once already, but I got interrupted a couple of times, so I thought I would just start and film it again. I am opening my Advent calendars first, so we're going to do, this will be out on Saturday, so we're going to do day 6 now, and then we'll do day 7 later. And day 8, I don't know, I need to work out how many I can do in this episode, but let's do day 6 now. So I've actually already opened one of them, but I got interrupted, so I just decided to film this again. So I've opened the first one, which is YarnUnique. I'll put the links to both my Advent calendars or the companies below. In fact, I'll put links to anything I talk about here below. So YarnUnique day 6, day 1, 2 and 3 was green with bit of red or pink. Day 4 was slightly lighter green going towards yellow. Day 5 was yellow with pink, and day 6 is yellow with purple. So changing a little bit today. I think this is a slightly maybe darker yellow than yesterday's, I'm not sure. I've knitted up day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Day 1, 2 and 3 I showed you in the previous Vlogmas, in Vlogmas episode 1, I think. Day 3, 4 and 5 I knitted up, but I don't think I actually show the finished squares in Vlogmas episode 2. I'm actually knitting my poinsettia pattern, which I have right here. So it's individual squares which are joined together. I knitted up in last year's Advent calendar, which was from Botanical Yarns, and it's a sock one. So I'm knitting this in DK, so I'm doing a repeat less. The squares are ending up almost the same size as the ones from the original blanket. So I'm going to see if I can knit up this one sometime this week. I'm trying to stay up to date. This is kind of also why I'm cheating a bit and opening this a few days ahead of time, because I want to try and keep on top of knitting up the squares. It only takes me like an hour, I think, to knit one square. So it's fairly quick, but we're going away a few days before Christmas, so I want to try and actually finish the blanket before we leave for Norway a few days before Christmas, 2 weeks time. Oops, hang on. So that is day 6. Let's do day 6 for the Truly Hooked Advent calendar. So what I've done, I'll show you that in a minute actually. So that's day 6 for Truly Hooked. This is sock yarn. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. Apologies for the rustling. Okay, that's interesting. That's moving on from yesterday. This is a fade. It is, and the end fades back to the beginning. So I'm going to just put this on here. So what I've done, I was putting them back in their bags because I'm not going to nip at this yet. I want to keep them in order. But then I decided I would string them up on a piece of yarn. That way I can keep control of them and the correct order, and I can also show them. So you can see that the fade started with like a pinky purple into pink, so now we're going into more orange. Hope there aren't too many oranges because I'm not a huge fan of orange. So I'm just going to, at the moment, I think, just tie that together and pop it back in the box. And then, yeah, I can keep control of what days we're on, but I can also show you. Okay, so it's Monday today. I been doing some work this morning. I've been out walking the dog in the rain, which is why my hair's a bit of a mess. I've got quite a busy week. I got loads of appointments this week. Dentist, haircut. I've got a workshop on Friday. So I don't know what you're going to see this week, but hopefully I will have something interesting to show you. Okay, it is day 7. Yes, day 7. So I still haven't done any more with my advent calendars. I'm going to crochet these on later today and knit up day 6 later today. We're working on the deadline project, so I just haven't had time to really do anything. But I've just filmed a podcast for this week, so while I'm here, let's just open day 7 and then I can knit that up maybe today as well. I've been working on finishing a deadline design, so that's been all my knitting for the last few days really. And then later today I'm going to go and have this crown that that fell out a few weeks ago. I think I mentioned it a few times. I'm going to have the rest of that tooth pulled out later. So after this I'm going to go and walk the dog and then go and have that pulled out. So day 6 was this one. Day 7 is this one. So it's fading from the yellow. It went from green to yellow. Now it's fading into like a peachy color. I'm going to try and knit these up today because I'm trying to get this finished before we go to Norway. And then I'm going to attach day 4 and 5 to these and knit the ones I just opened and attach those. So that's my goal today. I do have to do some stuff for a workshop today as well, so we'll see how much of this I actually get done, but I'm going to start doing it anyway and then we'll see. Okay, let's do the other advent calendar. So that's the ones I've opened so far. So day 7, this is the Truly Hooked advent calendar, which is 4-ply sock yarn. Don't know what I'm going to do with this. I suppose already it was going into like brighter orange, but it's not. So that was yesterday's and this is today. So maybe we're fading into like yellows. So let me try and see if I can hold it out. So that's what it looks like so far. Day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. I'm going to go and walk the dog. We took him to the vet on Saturday for his annual vaccinations, and we've had a problem with him weeing in the house a few times lately. We thought maybe he was just getting old and lazy. This is actually his 8th birthday today. He's 8 years old today. And the vet suggested we did. She couldn't see anything obviously wrong with him, but she said, let's do a urine sample. So I did that yesterday and dropped it off at the vet when I walked him yesterday, because the vet is walking distance from my house. And she rang me yesterday afternoon and said he's got quite a bad urine infection. So I'm now going to go, well, I'll walk him today, go and get antibiotics and anti-inflammatories. So now we feel really guilty because we've been a bit angry with him lately for being in the house, thinking, why is he doing this? And he might be doing it because he's got a urine infection. So now we're feeling a bit guilty. So he's being showered with love at the moment. And he is 8 years old today. He was 2.5 when we got him. So we've had him for 5.5 years. Can't believe it's gone so quickly. Anyway. Hello, it's Wednesday, and I survived my dental extraction yesterday. I have had, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I've had a lot of problems with my teeth over the years, and I've had quite a few teeth pulled out, and some of them have taken a long time to get out. So I was a little bit apprehensive, not nervous per se, but just a little bit apprehensive, but it came out surprisingly quickly. I had filling down here, so I had a big injection here, and then the tooth I was having out was here. So basically my mouth was just, took me a while before I could talk afterwards, and I didn't do anything yesterday afterwards. I had it done just before lunch. Couldn't have lunch for a while because obviously I couldn't eat with my mouth being so numb and, you know, worrying about the bleeding and everything. But I survived. So I had a quiet afternoon yesterday, just watched telly and knitted and chilled out. Felt sorry for myself, but I feel fine. Got a bit of a gap there now, but I felt fine. Wasn't that painful. I take quite a lot of painkillers, so that probably helps with the pain. It's a little bit sore today, but everything I've eaten so far has been fine. So hopefully I've survived it without too many problems. Okay, so I've just finished editing, just saving it, finished editing the podcast episode for this week. So if you're watching this in December, soon after it comes out, then the podcast episode for Thursday will be up as well. I filmed it yesterday morning before I went to the dentist, and I've just edited it, and I'm just waiting to save it and upload it. So while I'm waiting for that, let's do the advent calendars. So let me just show you. I've knitted up day, so what day are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've knitted up day 6. I actually started joining it. Did I show you that I joined day 1, 2, 3, joined day 4 and 5? I think I showed that earlier in the video. But I actually sat down on the bed earlier to join this, and then got to the end, and the bit of yarn I'd used was too short, so I ran out just before the end. I'm basically using like leftover bits, and some of them are very, very short. That was the one I've used, I think, so I'm going to bin that one. I'm knitting up day 7. What did I say this was? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm knitting up day 7 at the moment. That's what it looks like. I'm nearly finished. I only have a few rounds left. So after I finish saving this video, I'm going to go downstairs and finish knitting that up. So that's going well. So it is 6th of December today. I'm just looking at the date on my laptop. 6th of December. I've opened day 7 of the advent. I'm going to open day 8 at the moment. So I'm only 2 days ahead at the moment, which is not bad. So 8 Yarn Unique. Let's do that one first. Hang on, there we go. My laptop, if I don't keep an eye on it, it shuts down, and it takes so long. Ooh, it takes so long to save it that I kind of got to sit here and watch it the whole time, because if I don't watch it, then it goes to sleep, and then it takes forever, and I can't change the sleep setting on it because I'm rubbish. Okay, so just a reminder, I just showed you, but let's just get it out anyway. So that was yesterday. So it's like this peachy colour with purple. Today, it's obviously a gradient. This is going to more towards orange. It looks a lot darker in real life than it looks on the screen, actually. It's about nearly 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, 20 to 4 in the afternoon. So it's starting. It's been really dull and dreary all day today, and it's been quite dark all day today. But I got the light on in here, so that probably makes it look brighter. So it's like, I would say it's like peachy orange with blue on the end. So we had red the first day, then we had 3 days of pink, 2 days of purple, and now we've got turquoise blue on the end. So I hope there's not too much like orange in this, because orange is not my favorite color. Okay, day 8, Truly Hooked. This is 4-ply Yarn Unique. If you haven't been watching, is DK. This is 4-ply. Oh, okay. So this is going into, no, I said about orange. This is orange. It's kind of like a subtle orange. Again, I would say it's a little bit darker than what it looks on my screen. That's what they look like. That was next to yesterday. So it's more slightly darker, more solid version of yesterday. There is some of this in yesterday's up here and a bit speckly. So I'm teaching festive frolics at the Knitting Hotel tomorrow, and I'm teaching the same workshop next week as well for a different group of guests. So I have a selection of things so they can choose from to knit. So we have Christmas balls. There's some that are just beaded, some that are just colour work, and some that are beaded and colour work. I have some mini mittens and socks which have stranded colour work, which I designed for last year, and then for this year I've designed a new, what I call a festive trio, which is a selection of stars, hearts and Christmas trees. The stars and the hearts have different sizes and different options, and I've just earlier today I just strung some of them together just to show the kind of different things that you can do with them, and I'm going to knit up some more this evening. Let's see if I can get them ready for tomorrow. I have this fabric stiffening spray, and I spray them with that after I've knitted them, and then I just pin them out and leave them on the radiator to dry. So I'm going to knit up a couple of extra things now before this evening, and then dry them overnight. Hopefully they'll be dry by the morning, so I have enough samples for tomorrow, but they're quite addictive because they're so quick and easy to knit, so I might knit up a few more now. But I strung one of them into like a garland and like a string of hearts, and I thought some of them I would just put a loop on them and put them on the Christmas tree after next week's workshop. So I'm going to leave you with a clip from Cotehill House, which is a National Trust property in the Tamar Valley in Cornwall. It's quite a small house, and in the run up to Christmas, so they actually opened their Christmas exhibition. I think it was like middle of November. I think we went the first weekend they were open, so it's a few weeks ago. But they most of the house is closed. They only open the main hall, and they do this big Christmas garland every year, and it's absolutely beautiful, and it's very, very popular. Lots of people go to see it, and they grow flowers during the summer on the Cotehill estate, and then they dry those flowers and use it in the garland. It did say how many stone it weighed, but I can't remember, but it's very heavy and it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to leave you with that. I've also had my hair cut today, so I'm very happy with that. Now my hairdresser said, did I want some hair glitter in? I'm like, what on earth is hair glitter? But she had they're extensions that are like fixed in up here. But can you see, they're kind of, I don't know how easy it is to see, but they're kind of pink glittery. I do have one over here as well, but it's not as, oh there you go, you can see it now here. It's not as visible. I kind of wish I'd asked her to put more in because I think they're quite good fun. Maybe I'll pop in next week or ring her next week and say she put a couple of more in because they're quite good fun. I quite like them. Anyway, perfect for my festive workshop tomorrow. So I'll leave you with a clip from Cotehill House. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, and I will see you next week for more Vlogmas. Next Vlogmas video will be on Tuesday, and it will cover what we do over the weekend, and maybe I will get around to filming some things from the Knitting Hotel tomorrow. And then today, I'm filming this on a Thursday, I've actually released my latest podcast episode, so if you haven't watched that, do go back and watch that as well. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.